In this video I shall explain Newton-Raphson method, which is also called Newton's method or method of tangents. Applying this method we can solve an algebraic or transcendental equation which is in the form f of x is equal to 0 for the real variable x. The working rule that we can adopt to apply Newton-Raphson method is as follows. In the first step we identify an interval a comma b in which a root of the equation f of x is equal to 0 lies by knowing that f of a and f of b have opposite signs. Whenever fx is a continuous function and fa and fb have opposite signs, with the help of intermediate value theorem we can confirm that a root of the equation lies in open interval a comma b and let that root be alpha. On having such an interval a comma b in which a root of the equation lies, we select a point of the interval a comma b which is nearer to the actual root alpha as the initial approximation of alpha, and we denote it by x naught. So x naught should be a value nearer to the actual root. Whenever we know that the actual root alpha lies nearer to the left end of the interval, we select x naught as a value nearer to the left end of the interval. And whenever we know that alpha is a value nearer to the right end of the interval, we select x naught as a value nearer to right end of the interval. For most of the times we select the midpoint of the interval identified in which a root lies as the initial approximation, as the midpoint is equidistant from both the ends of the interval. So we select the initial approximate as a value nearer to alpha lying in the interval a comma b, and with this initial approximation x naught we go for calculating the first approximate denoted by x1 using the formula x naught by f of x naught by f dash of x naught. This is the formula that we need to use in the case of Newton-Raphson method. So with the value x1, on getting the value x1, we go for calculating the value x2 as x1 minus f of x1 by f dash of x1, and proceeding like this we calculate the nth approximation as xn minus 1 minus f of xn minus 1 by f dash of xn minus 1, and we continue this process till two successive approximations of the root alpha coincide in the required number of decimal places. Using this method, usually we calculate roots corrected to 4 decimal places. That is all about the working rule that we use in the case of applying Newton-Raphson method. Now I shall explain a solved problem on Newton-Raphson method. Here is the problem. Using Newton-Raphson method, find the root of the equation x plus log x to the base 10 which is equal to 3.375 corrected to 4 decimal places. Here the given equation is copied and then made the right hand side 0 to get it in the form fx equal to 0, so that the left hand side expression provides f of x which is x plus log x to the base 10 minus 3.375. And then to have the initial approximation to initiate the process, we need to identify an interval in which a root of the equation lies. For that we proceed to know functional values at 0, 1, 2, 3 so on till two successive functional values obtained with opposite signs. Here f of 0 is undefined as fx is involving log function, and f of 1 is obtained with a negative value, f of 2 is a negative value, and f of 3 is a positive value. So f of 2 and f of 3 are having opposite signs that we can confirm, and hence the corresponding x values 2 and 3 contribute an interval in which a root of the equation lies. And we can consider the midpoint of the interval as the initial approximation, so the x naught value becomes 2.5 here. And without knowing the first derivative of f of x, with the help of calculator you can directly go for obtaining the successive approximations, and hence you can go for the tabular form consisting of 3 columns. First column the iteration number n, the next column xn minus 1 values, and the next column xn values. So for the first iteration n value is 1 and xn minus 1 will be x0 which is 2.5 and xn will be x1 which is equal to a value which is to be obtained using this formula. So go for using the calculator. Here the expression to be used is x minus f of x by f dash of x, as suffix x cannot be obtained in the calculator. So taking the advantage, taking the help of calculator, you can have only x involved, x minus f of x. F of x is x plus log x. Log key is to be operated as the base is other than e. To the base 10 is here, and log x minus 3.375, which is f of x, and in the denominator we require the first derivative of f of x. To get the first derivative you can operate a shift and then integral key to get the first derivative. And once again the same function f of x is to be noted there, x plus log x to the base 10, log x to the base 10 minus 3.375, and then x is equal to x itself, so that the entire expression will be in terms of x, and then on operating calculate key you can get the successive approximations each time. So for the first approximation x value is to be given as 2.5, the initial approximation, so that x1 will be equal to 2.90645. By fixing the calculator for 5 decimal places, you can have its value as 2.90645. And for the next iteration n is equal to 2 and xn minus 1 will be x1 which is equal to 2.90645. And to get the successive second approximation, once again go for the calculator and operate calculate key, and to provide the x value you can operate answer key which provides the previously obtained x value, and on pressing equal to key you will get the second approximation as 2.91096. And then to get the third approximation, once again operate calculate key and then provide answer the previously obtained by tapping answer key, and then on tapping equal to key you can have the next approximation which is 2.91096 once again. So the second and third approximations are coinciding in the first 4 decimal places, and hence we can terminate the process and we can conclude the problem, noting that a root of the given equation corrected to 4 decimal places is 2.9106. That is all about a solved problem on Newton-Raphson method. Now let me explain one more solved problem on Newton-Raphson method. Which is this one. Prove that bth root of a can be evaluated by using the iterative procedure xn plus 1 is equal to 1 by b into b minus 1 times xn plus a by xn power b minus 1, and hence find cube root of 2. So in the first part of the problem we need to express we need to establish the formula, iterative formula, to find bth root of a, and hence by using the iterative formula established we need to calculate cube root of 2. Here the method to be applied is not mentioned. Whenever the method to be applied is not mentioned, we go for using Newton-Raphson method only. So in the first part let us establish the iterative formula to calculate bth root of a. Let us consider bth root of a as an unknown value x, as a value x, and so that the left hand side is a power 1 by b which is equal to x, and from which we get by raising bth powers on both the sides a is equal to x power b, and from which x power b minus a is equal to 0, and which takes the form f of x is equal to 0, so that fx will be x power b minus a and f dash x will be b into x power b minus 1. By Newton-Raphson method we need to use the formula xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn by f dash of xn. where f of xn and f dash of xn are substituted, and on simplification by considering LCM and on simplification you will get the iterative scheme xn plus 1 is equal to 1 by b into b minus 1 times xn plus a by xn power b minus 1. And to find this particular value cube root of 2, you need to take a value as 2 and b value as 3, bth root of a. Comparing cube root of 2 with bth root of a, you need to take a value as 2 and b value as 3. So by selecting such values in the above equation, it gives xn plus 1 is equal to 1 by 3 into 2xn plus 2 by xn square, which is about xn plus 1. The iterative formula to be used. And as cube root of root 2 is a value lying in between 1 and 2, you can know that cube root of 2, you can get its exact value using the calculator, and you can know that it is a value lying in between 1 and 2. So you can note that clearly it is a value lying in between 1 and 2, and the midpoint of the interval 1 and 2 can be considered as the initial approximation. So here it is considered as 1.5. You can select x0 as a value which is nearer to the actual root also. Here as usual I considered the midpoint as the initial approximation, so that for the first iteration n value is 1 and x0 is 1.5 and x1 is using this formula, the formula to be used is 1 by 3 into 2x plus 2 by x square. So which is the formula to be used here. So to get first approximation, press operate calculate key and give x value as 1.5, which gives x1 value as in decimals as 1.29630, and then to get the next approximation, once again operate calculate key and give x value as the answer, the previously obtained x value, so that the next approximation can be obtained as 1.26093. And once again to get the next approximation, operate calculate key and then press answer key and then equal to key for 2 times, so that it provides the next approximation value as 1.25992. Like that you calculate the successive approximations till 2 successive approximations coincide in 4 decimal places. Here the last 2 third and fourth approximations are coinciding in 4 decimal places, and hence the value of cube root of 2 corrected to 4 decimal places will be 1.2599, which provides the value of cube root of 2 corrected to 4 decimal places. That is about the way of getting the formula to find bth root of a, and using the formula to calculate the way of calculating cube root of 2. Let me explain one more problem on this method. Find the reciprocal of 18 using Newton-Raphson method. So let us consider k as a number and its reciprocal is to be obtained using Newton-Raphson method, say. So let us consider the reciprocal of k as a value x, and on considering the reciprocals on both the sides, you will get k is equal to 1 by x, and from which 1 by x minus k is equal to 0. The reason for considering the reciprocals here is that whenever you keep the equation in the same form, fx will be x minus 1 by k, and hence f dash x will not involve x terms. To get f of x involving x terms, let us consider the equation in the form k is equal to 1 by x by considering reciprocals on both the sides, so that the equation will be 1 by x minus k equal to 0, and it takes the form fx equal to 0, so that fx is equal to 1 by x minus k and f dash x is minus 1 by x square. The derivative of first term, which is minus 1 by x square, and the derivative of the next term is 0. And then by Newton-Raphson method we have xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn by f dash of xn, and by substituting f of x and f dash of xn, and on simplification by considering LCM, and so we can have the iterative scheme, simplified one, as xn plus 1 is equal to xn into 2 minus kxn. So this iterative scheme is to be used to calculate the reciprocal of any number k. To get 1 by 18 value in particular, you need to take k value as 18 in the above equation to get the iterative scheme as xn plus 1 is equal to xn into 2 minus 18 xn. And to proceed, you need to have initial approximation. For that, you can say that 1 by 18 is a value lying in between 0 and 1. It is clear. So that you can consider a value in the interval 0, 1 as the initial approximation x0 value. But as 1 by 18 is very close to 0, considering the midpoint 0.5 may not lead us to the actual root or actual value required. So let us consider a value nearer to the left end of the interval, which is 0.05 as the initial approximation. Most of the times we consider the midpoint of the interval as the initial approximation, but whenever we know that it is a value nearer to so and so particular value, we consider a value nearer to that particular value as the initial approximation. Here 1 by 18 is a value nearer to very close to 0, so 0.05, instead of considering 0.5 the midpoint of the interval as the initial approximation, we considered 0.05 as the initial approximation, which is a value nearer to the very close to the left end of the interval 0, 1. So with this initial approximation, finding the successive approximations are routine. So here the root or the value corresponding to 1 by 18 is 0.0555. So the value of 1 by 18 corrected to 4 decimal places is 0.0555. I click the last decimal place in providing the answer. So that is all about some problems on Newton-Raphson method. Thank you.